Chicago Bears. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed to his running back. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that 1st down marker. Brock Clay gets it up to the 43.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Short pass brought in, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down, Williams. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead right away. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They're going play action. Lofts it deep right side. His first throw is an interception. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they
pull on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes from an hugely big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Here we go, here we go.
They send a tight end in motion.
Ready?
Throwing out to the left. Cut! And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. They get to him before it can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they've set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Back-to-back carries here. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance.
Ethan Evans
4th down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
At their own 39-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready?
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That one goes for 31 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Out of the pistol, Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Williams off the play fake. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Williams again. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. We'll call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now here's Williams. Still has some space inside the 35. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 33. To throw is Williams. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Did not like what he was seeing, Brunson. He's just going to hurl this one away. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Bears can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Charger, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Throwing off the play fake. That's caught. Here comes Jameer Gibbs. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Let's go.
Running back sent in motion. Back now, pressure coming. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a second-quarter lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Williams to throw on 1st. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Williams from the gun. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. He takes it down to the 33. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with first and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up second down.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Give now to the running back. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Williams will look to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and is incomplete. Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 679 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Bronco 80. Dragon 60. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Ready. Bronco 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen. It's Williams. And he's tackled for no gain. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Ready. 65. 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Kick the running back in motion. Still sticking with the passing game. Complete out to the right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He's going to throw it again. Screen here for Gibbs. Works the sideline inside the 35. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Lions have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On the move into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Lions first down.
Working inside the red zone. Delivers another one to Williams. And he's going to be touchdown blocked. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. Second and 3 now.
At the Bears' 6-yard
Go!
line.
And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
17.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
First down, Detroit.
Throwing now on first down. Buying some time right. He's running with it. That ball is loose, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Complete left side. It's to Slav. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. time, the sideline saved him and his team.
Let's go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Quick slant is caught by Tislam. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
But looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Gibbs now from the gun. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
On the ready.
Bears going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down there in the dime set.
Let's go now. 70,
Running back motions right. 3rd and long for him here. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Groupie sends it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the 2nd half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. They get to him before it can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Finds him over the middle. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense getting him down behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or 2 miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Williams set to pass. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Williams again. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
To the air yet again, Williams. Throws caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Tag. 19.
First down, play action. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. Just one quarter remaining in this one. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
Got it. Ready?
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
Got it.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. And frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They send a man in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
60, half ball 80.
Taken in by Williams outright. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. So get 22 out of that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Go, check. Go, check. Let's go now.
Another one for Gibbs. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling cadence. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Unlock right.
On first down, they'll run. And he is brought down just 5 yards from the end zone. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Go.
In the red zone on first. On him quick, and they bring it down. step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at third and goal.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on third down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And this defense, man, they have pinned their ears back and made a stand here. That's going to bring up fourth and goal. A kick they needed, but it's no good as it sails too far right. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a two-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been a death knell. But the miss, you just see it breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
First down, Williams to throw. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Williams to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. He's back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They pitch it to him. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do.
And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Come on. Set. Stop. Panther 60. Panther 60. Dragon 60.
Here he is to throw. This is a heater going deep. Big gain downfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And the Lions have a first down. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Looking fast as that clock ticks down. Running back sent in motion. He'll look to throw it. Hits him on the in route. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here he is to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be 4th and short. So here's Blake Grupe with a game in the balance. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. And barring a miracle, we're set up for overtime.
That's the life of an NFL kicker, a chance to be a hero, and unfortunately, he can't end this one. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon his teammates to pick him up and maybe give him that game-winning opportunity coming up in overtime.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. This to win the game. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, tried to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. As this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now, Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A gain of 15 there. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Go! Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Going to the ground again on first. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge off the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down.
60 Eagles, 6.
Running it with Gibbs. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll air it out on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Lions readying for the punt. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Now it's his turn in overtime. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Got his man. Thomas has it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a short yard gain to find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
First down from the 42.
What is up?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Looking to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets, and brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this needs to be a good one. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Slot man motioned over.
Ready?
They go play action on 1st down. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Throwing now on 1st down. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It all came down to the situation.